Welcome to Shom Achshava and the Daf Shir sponsor Lo Nishma Asar B'Yak V'Sholom Le'ah Basitzchok. We're holding in Sanhedrin Daf Chofei. The Gemara Amud Beis brings that all the people that are Pasul Leidus, when they do Teshuvah, so then you can reinstate them to be Kosher Leidus. But in order for them to do Teshuvah, it's not only enough for them to stop doing what they're doing, but they have to do a little bit more. The ones that are Mesachik B'Kubya, that they gamble, they have to do a Chazar Gemurah Dafilu B'Chinom Lo Yavdi. They won't gamble even for no money. And the ones who are Malva B'Ribis, they'll do Chazar, they won't lend even for a Goy. And so with the other examples. The Yad Ramah says over here, the reason is, Sha'oiz Teshuvah, Tzich Lekadesh Atzmoim B'Mutar Loi. Person does Teshuvah needs to do more than the general, regular requirement. He needs to accept in himself an Isser, which usually is mutter. He needs to do la'asois harchaka yesero, k'dei shelo yavo oid l'dei kilkul. He has to do more of a harchaka, not to do a kilkul. And this Yad Ramah reminds us of the Rambam, the Perek Beis Milchus Deis Halacha Beis, that he speaks about the refuah of midos. Person has a bad mido, how does he fix it? So says the Rambam, Kitzad Yerufuasom, how do you fix it? How do you heal it? Mishu Bal Chemo, someone who has anger issues. You should be in a way that if someone goes and hurts him, he should not feel anything. He should do this for a long time until the anger leaves his heart completely. You should go to an extreme. And then the Rama continues, it says, then he'll go back to the middle ground, he'll go that way his whole life. So the Rama tells us, in order to fix a bad midah, you have to go to the other extreme, and then you can go back to the middle. I found that the Sefer Avodas HaMelech, which was written by the Moitz of Vilna about 100 years ago, he says this Rama, the source of this Rambam, is our Gemara, Sanhedrin Chafei Amud Beis. That the tikkun for Teshuvah is to go to the extreme. But there is here a big chiddush. Because the Gemara says, the Gabi Malva B'Ribis, he can lend money even to a goy. The Rambam Shita in Perek Hey Milchus Malva V'Loi V'Aloch Aleph is that there's a mitzvahs asay to lend to a goy B'Ribis. Shenemar la'noichri toshich. V'pi Shmuel lamdu shezo mitzvahs asay v'zeu din toiro. The Rambam Shita is a mitzvah aseh to lend to goy b'ribis. So the Lechamishna there on the spot asks, so how does the Gemara say that a person will do tshuva and he will not lend to a goy b'ribis, but lending a goy is a mitzvah? Should he stop doing a mitzvah in order to do tshuva? So he answers the Lechamishna in his first answer, it means more d'chdei chayav. Because we learned in Bo Metziah that a person should lend to a goy only what he needs to live, not more. So the Gemara says not to lend to a goy is more b'chtei chayav. The second answer of the Mishnah is the inami hosum gozru ribis afilu k'dei chayav mishu de kevan du murgal be'aveiro de ribis asla misrach. Because he's so used to doing ribis, if you tell him to do the mitzvah of ribis to give to a goy, he make him give a ribis to a Jew as well. And this idea Reb Tzadok HaKohen in his Sefer Tzidkas HaTzadik Ois Reishun Hei takes and he goes and he expands upon it. And he says when a person has to fix himself and he has to take something that he has wrong, not only that he has to go to the extreme, but he has to sometimes stop doing a mitzvah aseh in order to fix that bad thing he does. As long as he's not doing a ve'er, he's just preventing himself from doing a mitzvah, so then he needs to prevent himself in order to fix what he's doing wrong. And that's the source for our Gemara. And he brings a few examples to this. I'll mention two. One, he says, after Am Yisrael did Chet HaEgel, so what did Am Yisrael want? Instead of Chet HaEgel, instead of the Egel, they wanted to have Moshe Rabbeinu. What was the punishment? Well, what was the tikkun? Moshe Rabbeinu put his tent outside of Machne Yisrael. They should not have connection to Moshe Rabbeinu. It's a big mitzvah to see a tzaddik. But because they had to fix their cheshek, to have a leader, so they had to come and separate from the correct leader in order to fix that issue of Avodah Zarah. And then he says another thing, a fascinating idea, and he's marich in it. We'll say it here in short. He says when Mordechai heard that Achashverosh is going to be killed by Bixar Vaseresh, he went and told the plot to the king. Says the Tzaddik, why? Why are you saving the life of Achashverosh who stole Esther? Why would you do such a thing? So Tzaddik is ma'ich to say that the whole Aveiro of Am Yisrael under the Persia regime is because of Tsarus Ain. Because the Persians are known to be a Tsar Ain, to be stingy. And Am Yisrael was in that same, they were influenced by the Persians, and that's what brought them to do all the Aveiros that they did. He goes on to explain it. So he explains, that's why Mordechai didn't want to kill Achashverosh. Because he thought maybe part of the reason he wants to kill Achashverosh because of Tsarus Ain, because he's stingy to share Esther with Achashverosh. And even though it's a great mitzvah to get rid of Achashverosh, but if there's Tsarus Ain involved in it, and this is what they have to be misaken, first you fix what you're doing wrong. First you fix the Ikar issue that Am Yisrael needs to fix, and Mimela from there will come the Geula. Anyone who wants to join the Shomach Shava email list to WhatsApp group, please email shomachshava@gmail.com.